I ordered a pack of markers and I got one marker. Hi guys, so today I will be doing a what's on my iPhone video. I really like watching these type of videos, so I thought why not film it, because it's cool to see the types of apps people use and how they organize their phone. I really like organization, so like maybe this will give you some inspiration. I just thought it would be nice to share. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. So first off, this is my lock screen. It's just a little collage that I made on Canva using Pinterest pictures. I have a few different ones that I'll just pop up here too, so if you want to use it as a lock screen you can, but I just chose this one because I like the colors. So that's my lock screen, or my home screen. On my first page I just have all of the apps that the phone pretty much comes with. I also have a little widget which has just a desk that I thought was cute and matched the colors. In this folder I have still all the apps that the phone comes with, in addition to Bitwarden, which is a app that stores all your passwords, and then Shopkick, which is an app that you can walk into stores and get points. They call them kicks. You can scan items at a store and get kicks, and then also scan your receipt to get kicks, and you can convert those for a reward. Most of the rewards are, let me see, are gift cards, but you can also redeem it for a coffee maker, luggage, a Nintendo Switch, a Vespa. So I think it's a cool way to just get extra money. The second page of this folder, I don't use any of these. At the very bottom I have Notion, which I use to keep my life organized. Nothing too fancy, but I can show you how I organize it maybe another time. Next to Notion I just have an alarm system, and then phones, and then Safari. This page is kind of like my fun page, and then the third page is kind of like the not so fun page. So on this page, the fun page is like the page that I'm on the most. Has like Instagram, other social medias, games, and money stuff. So on this folder right here, it's just named folder. I don't really touch this at all. I have a followers app thing, which I think I downloaded when I was like 12, and I just haven't deleted it, but I don't use that really. Signal and Hangouts are just messaging apps, and then there's iMovie. I don't really touch many of the apps on this folder. The next one is editing, which I don't use every single one here, but the ones I use the most are Snapseed and Visco for editing a picture, and then Canva, which is what I use to make the collage, but I usually use Canva on my laptop. So there's also Fujifilm, which is like a camera that it's like a vintage camera to give you like a cool, let me show you. Yeah, it's like this. It gives like a cool filter, vintage filter. I took this 2019, so yeah. But I also do not use that very often. The next page, honestly, don't use that all either. If I hear about an editing app or any app, I'll just throw it in here. InShot, I think I've used to make reels, but other than that, I don't really use any of the other ones. I also use Unfold, which is on the first page, and that's cool for like making collages. That's the only way I use that app. Then I have Media, which has all my social media: Instagram, Snapchat, Tumblr, and then streaming websites. I don't really use Snapchat. Sometimes if I get a snap I will, but I usually use it just to talk to my friend Jen. Shout out to Jen. Instagram I use a lot. Tumblr have not touched since 2012. And then Hulu, Disney Plus, Netflix watch a lot. Pinterest, you should follow my Pinterest. It is at itsamina.info. So if you want to follow it, you can see the recipes I pin, the styles that I like, the wallpaper that I like. Everything on wallpaper should fit your phone perfectly, so if you want non-collage wallpaper, I have that. So yeah, Wattpad, don't really use, have posted on it before, don't do that really anymore, but I do like to read stories in Spanish on Wattpad. I have WhatsApp to talk to family members that are out of the country. The next page, YouTube Studio, which is just to show like your analytics and things. Reddit, IGTV, books, Prime Video. I do not touch this page, the second page really at all. Games, also don't play games, but I like to have it in case I really have nothing else to do. The ones that I do use occasionally are Heads Up and Shoutrageous, which is nice if you are going to theme parks a lot. I go to Disney a lot, so if you're in line and it's taking too long, Heads Up and Shoutrageous are fun games that you can play to like make the time go by. Webtoons, not really a game, but you can read comics, and currently the one, and really the only one that I read is Lore Olympus, which I think is pretty good. I started this one called LMLY. It's very juvenile, but sometimes it's just nice to like read a low stakes comic or story. So those are the only two that I really read. Also, the next page I don't really use, but the pizza game I recommend because it's fun to do if you also have nothing else to do. You can just like pretend you're at a restaurant making pizzas, so that's nice. The next folder is money. So this has everything pertaining to money: PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, pretty much all the same. The third is my banking. I don't know if you guys remember Cash Show or HQ, but it was like that game show that got you money, but I don't know where they are now. And Cash Show owes me money, which is probably why I still have it, because I have like hopes that they'll come back so they can give me my freaking $6 back, but probably won't happen anytime soon. Privacy is an app used to make like temporary credit cards, so you can put your debit card or credit card on here and it'll give you like a temporary one. So if you want to make an online purchase, your card number isn't on a bunch of websites or anything like that. And then I have Square Up, which I use for my club in college to keep track of like how many people pay their dues for the club. Health I use pretty often, not really for working out or for healthy eating, but mostly for my period tracker, relaxing melodies. I really like it because you can like make your own combination of soothing sounds like the ocean or the waves or animals. I like listening to that. Sleep cycle I like to use because I do not like alarms at all, but this one is supposed to wake you up in your lightest sleep, and it's like gradual. It's not like a blaring noise, and it's supposed to like ease you into slowly waking up, and you'll be your lightest sleep, so it should be pretty easy to wake up. And it's creepy because it does know when you're asleep, because there's been times where I've woken up before the alarm and then it'll wake me up because it knows that I'm in my lightest sleep, but technically I'm awake, so it's pretty cool. Then I have Reflectly, which I've been using for like the past 4 years, 5 years, to write daily entry journals of my day. It's like, it can be a sentence, it'll tell you how you feel, stuff like that. I recently, in the last like month, haven't been putting anything in there just because I don't know if I can save them ever in like an external way, so I'm trying to get back to just paper and pencil journaling. And then I have Yumly, Mealime, which are recipe apps. I do not really use that often. I use Pinterest for finding recipes, but those are good to have too. Headspace is a meditating app, and so is Calm and Meditation. I do not really use that. It was a goal to start meditating more, but I have been neglecting that, so it's there for when I want to get back on it. And then 8Fit is a workout app that I was using a lot before, but then I stopped. It's supposed to like, I mean, it's just a workout app, and I liked it because you can start from very beginner and then it'll gradually get harder and harder. But I haven't used it in a couple of years. So then I have Sweatcoin. It's an app where if you walk, you get points, and those points convert to rewards. So it like gets you moving. It's like a reward thing. Haven't redeemed anything. Let me show you how much I've been walking. I had 3,000 steps today, and that is my balance. Haven't claimed anything though, but I will let you know when I do. I have K-Health. I don't really remember what it is, but it's there. Then I have Flow because I was thinking about switching period apps, but I don't think I will just because P-Tracker knows me. So yeah. Then the next folder is just everything that has to do with Islam. So it has a bunch of Qur'ans, and then this one called Muslim Pro, which I only use Muslim Pro to know when it's time to pray, and then I use the Glorious Quran to read it. Everything else, all the other ones I don't really read, but they're there in case maybe one's not working. Then I have language, which I use regularly: Duolingo, Translate, Buzu, Tandem, which in summary, Tandem is you can talk to native language speakers of your target language. Buzu is a resource to help you learn a language. So is Duolingo. I use Bilingua app, which you can read stories in your target language. Word reference, sometimes it's good for when there's multiple meanings of a word. It goes more in depth, so you can like see in context and in sentences what word means. That's pretty much how I like to use it. Then I have Spanish Dick, which I use pretty often. And then language transfer, definitely use a lot. And then everything else on here I don't really use. But I am a language app junkie. If I hear about a language app, I will download it and try it out. So that folder is always full. Then I have music. I don't use music very often. I'm using the music app right now, Apple Music. I'm on a free trial. If you have AirPods, then they'll give you a free trial for 6 months. So I'm liking it so far, but I just don't want to spend money for music because I just don't care that much. But when I do care about getting a specific song, then I listen to Musi, which is just a free app. And you just type in a song, and then it like, I think it's linked to YouTube or something, but you can turn off your phone, which is something YouTube cannot do, and it will play it for free. And I think you can make playlists and stuff. Pandora I'll use mostly just because I can pick a radio and listen to it. Have not used Shazam in a long time. I just use Siri if I need anything. AmpMe, I've used it once, but I think it's pretty cool because if you don't have a speaker and you have friends around you, you can just all download AmpMe and it acts as like a big speaker. So that's cool. Then I have travel, which not everything in here is travel related, but I threw it in there. The ones I use mostly are Disney World because I live in Florida, so I go to Disney pretty often. Then Share the Meal, which I really like because you can donate money to different causes. So you can feed school children, feed children around the world. Usually there's a lot of different ones that you can choose from, but if a cause speaks to your heart, then you can just click Share the Meal, and then they have like different options. So you can, for one day it's 80 cents, for 1 week $5, for 1 month 24, and usually go for the $24 one. It used to be I think 15. I think they raised it a little bit, but it's like, I don't know, I really like it. Like one day 80 cents, like it's kind of motivating because like who's gonna be like, oh, I don't have 80 cents to give? Like freaking give 80 cents. So I like it. Airbnb, to find Airbnb. City Mapper, cannot remember what the app does. Nextdoor is good for finding things in your neighborhood if you have questions or want to know what's going on. Currency Converter, which is good for converting currencies. Fly Delta when I'm flying Delta. DoorDash, see, it's not really travel, but like I just put it there because I mean technically my food is traveling. Skyscanner is also for finding flights, I forgot to mention that. Flush, I have not used it, but I refuse to delete it because it's supposed to show you where bathrooms are around you. So if you really gotta go and you don't know where it is, there you go. I have Uber, which I don't really use often, but it's there if I need it. This other one next to it was when I went to Russia, I needed a SIM card phone thing. Windy, which is good for hurricanes, because if you live in Florida, it's good for tracking them hurricanes. Spin, which is like something on my campus. They have like electric scooters, so you just like pay with your phone and you can skeet around. Play Disney, I think sometimes they have like games when you're in line at Disney, and so I just have the Play Disney app, or if I feel like playing something. Bumble, if I feel like making girlfriends. I met my best friend on Bumble. Picture This, it's good for plants. If you kill plants like crazy, get Picture This, because it will diagnose your plant for you if you do not know what's wrong with it. And it can also tell you what kind of plant it is, which is also cool. We lost the remote for our Fiverr TV, so I have the app. Hopper, I think, is also a flight booking thing, and then Uber Eats. So there's on that page. Then I have BetterHelp, because your girl needs therapy, and then Depop, which I sell things online. So next page. So on the top, this is just horoscope stuff, which honestly I do not believe in at all, but I am curious sometimes, like, so I will maybe read it, but I have not touched this honestly in years. The only thing I really look on at this page is the sky view, which I recommend downloading, because you can like put your phone to the sky and then it'll show you all the stars and constellations and planets, and I just think it's really cool. So widgetsmith has nothing to do with the stars, but I just put it there. School, I'm not even gonna click it because it's just school stuff, really nothing important. Productivity isn't necessarily productivity, it's mostly emails. I have Notability, but I don't use Notability on my phone. Docs, which is good for like my class notes or something like that, and then Google Slides if I need it, and then Drive. But yeah, that's just email things. Oh, I forgot to mention I have a widget down here, the Pinterest one, which flips every so often to pins on my Pinterest, so this picture changes all the time. And then I have education next to productivity, which I'm not gonna click either because it's literally just all attendance stuff, like different classes I need to take attendance, like, or answer a clicker question, so that's there. And I also have like GroupMe and Zoom. Then I have Google Maps, which I use sometimes if Apple Maps is trying it. Then Google News, which I really only use to read news in Spanish. I don't read news in English very often ever. Then I have work, which is not really work, but like more so side hustle. So like sometimes I'll Instacart, and if I Instacart, then I like to timestamp my groceries. So if someone says, oh, you didn't deliver my groceries, then I'll be like, yes, I did, and here's the receipts. So timestamp that. And then also Fiverr, which is a freelancing app. Honestly, I'm gonna make a video about like side hustles, because I have looked a lot and tried a lot of things for side hustles, but Fiverr is a side hustle that I tried, and I guess low-key I'm still trying, I don't know, but I don't really focus on it. And all the lock screens that I am putting on my Pinterest, I have on Fiverr if somebody wants me to make their own collage, but I really don't promote it, and I think all my stuff is down. Like I don't even care anymore. I'll just put it on Pinterest. If somebody wants it, they can have it. So then I have shopping, which I put it on the last page because I do not want to shop very often, especially Amazon. I need to not do that. So Target and Publix I mostly use to check if something is in stock or what aisle something is at. Michael's and Joann, I love crafts, so I like to get coupons on there. Chick-fil-A, I gotta have Chick-fil-A. Amazon, Subway. Fetch Rewards, also a rewards thing where if you just scan a receipt, then it will give you points that you can redeem. Wakari is like Depop. You can sell things. Wish, I don't use it, and you probably shouldn't use Wish either because you just get janky things. I ordered a pack of markers and I got 1 marker. I bought a Retail Me Not, I think a rewards apps too. I don't really use it, but I downloaded it in case times are tough. Walmart I also use to see if something's in stock if I want it. And then at the bottom I have a widget for Notion. So if I just click something, then it'll take me to like a grocery list. So that is that. Oh, I saw the widget on the top that has how many miles I walked today. And I think that's everything on my phone. If you like this video, let me know. And yeah, everything that I mentioned that I said I was gonna mention in the description is in the description, so check it out for my wallpaper and I think my Pinterest, but my wallpaper is on my Pinterest. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna go and I'll see you later.